All right. There was a technical difficulties. The video was frozen, so reconnect and waiting for everyone that comes in into a chat. Hopefully, you guys got it. That made it another video chat, another video feed for it. And we are talking about this is the second portion. CF, thank you for coming in. For please update me on the video feed if there is any problems, if there's any situations for it, guys. And I'm not responsible for some of the technical difficulties. Uh, but I think that we were talking about very sensitive, and someone, it's probably a very sensitive around here with an energy too for it. Yeah, I think we are confusing some of the people with higher intelligence than they can program for it. Uh, Josh, why you always gotta be right for it? But it is what it is. We are bringing something out of knowledge that it's out of different time frame, but that it's needed here. And when you giving this kind of like energies, they're far from beyond of comprehension. Sometimes things can happen like this, and you need to understand that if you people were kind of like what it's called triggered out for it, it can also causing things for it. But the truth has to be there, okay? And I think all that began earlier when we were talking about the equality of equal give and take and imbalance. And I think so that imbalance caused all that to be triggered because there is a lot of imbalance within the twin flames. It is the energy of unbalanced truth with generally in the world. But can you imagine what the energy is with unbalanced energy between twin flames? How much unbalance that is. You guys don't pay attention to this stuff, but I'm dealing with twin flames all the time. All the time. I have some twin flames comes in for consultations. I comes in someone that says like, I've been having an unbalance all my life, dear. What should I do? I do a talk, and then we determine it. They're gonna need the astrological help. I'm looking at the chart. I see where it comes from. I tell them what to do. They're working on it. Some of the people that actually did their inner work to maintain and create the balance within themselves, they find the truth and they work with the truth. Now they're okay. But some of the people, they don't. They just go from one person to another person to another person and so on. And there is so much imbalance of equality of give and take. You guys have no idea if you're sensing that energy within twin flames of imbalance. And now divine is stepping up within this. There's going to be a karma walking around now. And that karma right now is in Taurus. Things are not properly in the material world. Why? Because someone likes to take more than gives, which is Scorpio. You need to understand the dark side of the Scorpio is take more from others than give. That's what it is. But that leads to what? That leads into the energy of not being equal, to consequences, to rebirth in there by seeing the wrongdoing and then shine the light for it. But now the North Node is in Taurus, here in the material world, with the material dealings. So there is a lot of imbalance in there, especially if your twin flames is involved with you invest time, money, businesses, or so on and so on. It's all there in the second house. Go and read what second house represents in astrology chart. You will understand what the North Node now there will do. Okay? I'm giving you a challenge. If you have nothing to do today, go research it. What does that mean, second house, and what does that mean, North Node and Taurus? Just do it for it. So, yeah, you mentioned that sent me off, Peter. So much imbalance. I'm so sensitive. I'm crying just thinking moving. He's gonna move out. I'm trying to survive. Cineralia, thank you first for coming to chat. Yes, um, there is gonna be an unfortunate event. You need to understand that currently Mars is in Taurus. He's not justified with things, but that is a what we are calling collective energy. That collective energy came into Taurus when a Mars entered Taurus for it because of the new cycle when the Mars crossed Aries. Mars understood that it has to be something new, has to be done. And the masculine standpoint, we also had a feminine standpoint when the Venus, Lilith, and the Moon all merged together within Cancer, within the family. A lot of work goes on within the masculine, within the feminine. But we are also going to looking at something very special is going to happen. That is when the Mars is going to enter Gemini. He is going to stay there for a half a year. We discussed this with other astrologers, and they asked me, "Do that it's very uncommon? Why does that happen?" And I explained it to them. What you need to look the correlations between the psychology that we need, the corrections that we need, and the sky. What's going on? Will respond into it. Why we will have Mars, the warrior, in Gemini for 6 months? What could that be the reason? Warriors represent Mars. Mars represents the warrior, the god of war. Okay. But what represents Gemini? Gemini is the third year. Gemini is correlations and cooperations with the people that are around you, like you, surrounding. What are you going to do? So we are going to dealing 6 months, revaluations, evaluations of everyone that's surrounding us, including twin flames, including the divine, including this is a energy that is there within air. Okay, you need to understand that air signs, they're the one working with this energy with the floats within the air, the gravitations. And Gemini is who you gravitated, who is like you. Okay, someone like you. A lot of the twin flames, the masculine side and the both individuals, it's gonna work on this for it. And I spoke with astrologers out here, and I said, look, this is what the current situations the world needs for it, because of a lot of injustice, a lot of unfairness, a lot of imbalances not done. There is no reciprocity for it. The feminine energy has been using manipulation, manifestations, and so on to control that she wants more money, she wants the more cars, she wants everything. Okay, look, the feminine energies in the past 15, 20 years, even more, if you have to take a look at it. Okay, all the most feminine energies, they want to have the survival. Okay, they did something for survival, or for they did something for things. Now they have kids and they see that they weren't grown properly. Now the kids have problems. I'm dealing with quite a few of this for it. And look at it, this is a generational stuff. But also the masculine energy, which is Mars, he is this imbalance with himself. So now Mars is stuck into a Gemini until March. We are going to deal a lot through this, both feminine and masculine. Feminine to stop its toxic ways, and the masculine to stop that toxic ways, so we can become in all together. Okay, you will see it. It's going to happen for it, but it's going to go through this. For so Yeah, it is about communications. All the air science is about communications for it. If you look at it, Libra is about communications and the most important thing, relationships. Okay. Yes, it is about communications. But if you look at it, in the third year, you meet someone like you for it. Where is your surrounding is? In the esoteric astrology, Lisa, your surrounding. What are you surrounded with? That's what it is for it. So I need just to be me. He's just fresh, no feelings. He's fish, he's spices. So yeah, let's go back into the questions you guys regarding have about this separation, longing, and so on. Let's go back and put in this goddess energy for it. Let's get to what do you do after your longing? That is more important. Are you healing that separations? Are you doing the things for it? That's all. And you're going to know by your actions after healing about these separations, these situations for it. You're going to feel different, evolved, okay? More alive, aware within your spirit, within your soul. You're going to feel that no matter what. You're going to for it. CF, do you have any specific question? Because this was your topic for it. I was expecting a lot of questions on this topic because that is a heavy topic. I bet you do processing a lot because of the informations that it's out there right now. It's like most of the people says he's gonna come back, she's gonna come back, she's gonna do this. I mean, people look at it astrology, people look at it tarot for it. I'm guilty of that. Okay, I'm looking at tarot, but I'm looking at tarot from a people who are connected with universe. Okay, and I'm matching the energy of what I see as astrology with what they're saying. It's gonna come up around, and some things matching, some things are not. I can change, see like within some of the readings. If you look at it within the tarot, you can see that they have this combined energy, but there is this energy that it's like whatever happened within the person itself, that's what they are reading in there. And you can sense the difference for it. I realize I have a fears within me. My fears create separation. Alpha Quinn, yes. What was your fears? Fear of the truth or fear of hiding something? That a lot of the twin flames have fears, and the reason of the fear is coming from the old template. I cannot be my truth because if they find my truth, they never gonna like me. Without the understanding, when they tell him the truth, they confess and they correct themselves. A lot of the twin flames are afraid of confessing. A lot of the twin flames are afraid of the naked talk. A lot of the twin flames have a fear of love because within them there is a fear that it's been piled up. Could be a fear within the family, within the karmic patterns within the family. If they had a similar story from before, like something maybe with their grandparents, parents, or something for that now that fear it's transferred over For example, if your parents meet their twin flame and they rejected their twin flame, that this is not a twin flame and so on, and now your mom, your dad, they're not happy because one of the parents meet their twin flame. There is no happiness in there. Now the same fear, it's within you. It's there. Or if there was a things that you were not proud of yourself in the past and you hiding yourself and now they rose in the surface, or you hide truths for it, you will have a fear. It's all about where you looking at that fear. Are you going to stare it in the eyes and you're going to say like, this is only my fear, I don't know how the person is going to react to the fear? Or you're just going to grieve within the fear because the fear is stronger than the love from within you. A lot of the people, they don't overcome their fears simply because they give more power to the fear and the doubt compared to the giving them more power to the love. And sometimes divine sees that and they're like, I can't stop him, I can't stop her. They have to go and walk with me, not with you, because you have a fear of walking with us. That's why most of the unions don't happen, because both units don't understand. They have to grab the hand of God and walk with God for it. That's what it is. It's union, that triangle, that's what this is. You broke one of those lines for it. If the one person broke line with God, then the union falls. If the person breaks the connection with you, they're breaking that from it. Oh, hey, there you go. Confirmations for you. For it. But that's what it is walk with God, walk with the divine. The divine sends you confirmation, sends you a synchronicity, creates an event, okay? Especially when that connection breaks off and you're kind of like left in the fate of God for it. Kind of like you're, in this kind of like position is like you have no this, you don't have no that, you don't have no. And all of a sudden God provides miracles for you. That's what that is to walk with God. But when a people sees miracles, that is begin a lot of fear, because they understand that they did something and their fear of God is going to judging them, and they're breaking away, running away because of the connection with God. That is one of the worst running for it that I've seen. For Carlos, hi Dio. I like to be able to help people now since separation, though I don't know how to interact with people anymore. They can't relate to me either. Even my family don't contact me anymore. Oh, good. Very good. What you need to do, Carlos, is look for within you. How can you be helping the society? You don't have to really talk about twin flames, but help the society somehow. Even if you go out and work at one coffee shop, one basic job is that to work at the coffee shop, and you meet someone and you see them, hey, how's it going? And they're all cheerful, good. And you see them the next day, they're all kind of like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's going on with you? You give them a few words. That's what divine looks for. It. Are you a human being? Are you a decent human being to help others, to lift them up? Okay. Take a look at it within you, Carlos. Eh? All right. So realize now I'm longing to give another all the love I have. Yes, yeah. That if that is a divine, that will help you. If that's the divine. Divine will put more love than you ever experience if that's the route. to go, CF. That is the only trust you can have for it. Okay? And don't hurry up. Take your time. Okay? Divine time. I sense you. Man, I sense you. You know what I'm talking about. Hi, Erica. Lisa, I had a fear of being alone. I have been alone for 7 years and have learned that there is a great grace with being alone. Now I'm looking for what balance of connection with others in a long time. Lisa, you can be alone, but you can also help in others. You can be alone within yourself to find the truth from within you. That is okay. That is perfectly fine. The only problem that I see within this, and then people who stay for 7 or more years like this alone, they get used to it and they don't open themselves for another relationship for it. They get comfortable of this close up. They feel comfortable within the longing and they stay there. Okay? You're not created to stay there. You're created to eliminate yourself there and evolve from it. Kind of like a black hole that wants to blow up. You put more love in there, blows up, you create something, and then you're happy, and there is movement from it. Okay? Take a look at that perspective. We are never really alone, Lisa. I have been alone in 3D since 2013, long time, but the whole world in 5 open up, and I'm not alone. Nobody is. You're never alone. You think you're alone? No, but there's always something around you. Someone around you. Maybe even if from different dimension. Yeah. As long as not from the lower realm. 1727 on the clock. I don't know. That's lately been these numbers. This morning was 0717, 0828, 0838, 0858. I don't know. Now, yeah, 1728. 4. So I hope you guys get this. All right. That's following the divine is always the path to go through. Okay, something goes wrong, the divine will take care of it. If something comes up for it, divine will look after you. Question is are you following the divine from within, or are you following something else? Your actions and your results will show up this. The action shows up the path that you are walking in. If that is a path of loss, that is you're losing your material world, you're losing your life, you have no job, you can't keep at a job, you can't create a job, you can't do this, can't do that. For it, you understand that you weren't walking where you're supposed to walk. God gives you prosperity, abundance, enough to do everything that you need to do. He provides you the tools and the environment to succeed. Because when I came here, I camped and I had only 3 pieces of luggage. I had one crappy laptop that I can't even do a recording, and everything was falling apart. And God, through you guys and through everything that we've been done so far, He provides with everything that we need: the tools, TV, computers, and so on. I gave you, you gave back. We did the exchange, and now we're both learning here. That is a miracle in there. Just giving you an example how that works, which is truth. All this happened in the front of your eyes, guys. For it. So, what it's got to you, Dio? Love. That is the love vibrations that it's within the gravitations that creates all this universe. You will understand that the love gravitation is incredibly high. how much more, how much love there has to be to create this enormous galaxies and galaxies and galaxies within the universe. Enormous. You attaching, catching to yourself to that universal love for it. That's what God is, the creator of everything. Love creates everything. Love heals everything. And you catch up that energy that it's within you, it's been given to you. It's your spirit from within you. Alpha Quinn, that's what this is for. Okay, that's what this is. It's 100% blind love to have it within you. But once you have it within you, the universe within you, nobody can take it away from your spirit. No, you got it in you. A lot of people want to have that love. A lot of people want to achieve that love. A lot of people want to have the vibrations of that love with one reason. They want to manipulate it. They want to use it for themselves, for their ego, for situations. And that is a big, huge mistake in there. You use it for divine purposes, using this for helping others. That's what you need to use it for. Because all the energy I'm giving you from divine to you guys, you change, you evolve, you do things, and you send thanks to the divine. So what happens in this? The love from the divine that gives it to me, I'm giving it to you, and you give it back to the divine. That is called energy as exchange. That's how this energy works. That's what love is. That is unconditional love that works from divine to me, to you guys, go back into the divine. The things are not much complicated. The ego makes them complicated. We are just human beings that we need to learn how to behave properly within the divine exchanges and energies and gravitations and understand a little bit different things than we created ourselves. Our egos create this fake society we're living in. Ego that has been passed from one generation to another to come up to this point. All right. Carl Lucy, do you agree with one of the TF teachings that the love fulfilled when first ability was meant for ourselves, but most people have no idea how to receive that much love? Are our bodies able? Yes, Diana, I agree with you. Very good question. By the way, Natalia, welcome, Natalia Bravo. Welcome to the chat. Yes, Diana, and thank you, Carl, also because this is a high quality questions, and you guys know how much I like high quality questions for it. Do you agree with the TF teachings that the love we feel when it first activated was meant for ourselves? Yes, that was meant for ourselves. Let me ask you, get back feedback within you. Did that energy came from your twin flame? I know the answer. When you see them, yeah, the divine used your twin flame to give that energy to you, and that's how you think you give that love back to them, or the catalyst, or your soulmate, your soul connections for it. Just to simply to show you what you need to become. That's what this love. And yes, I agree on that for it. It's for ourselves. Divine's giving it to you. Because there is no, I mean, they give you a gift, but really to understand the concept, to understand the power within twin flames, it goes through another person for it. Someone who resonates within you. someone who is like you, someone who is your wish fulfillment for. And that can activate all this for it. But most people have no idea how to receive that much love. Our bodies are able, we're able to receive that love within the bodies. We are able to emit that love. However, we are having issues with vibrating within our bodies because they were by DNA designed for this. That's what a lot of you have all this um, pain in the body, like headaches and all that, because it's requiring improvements. It's requiring this energy to be able to vibrate. But when you understand the energies later on and the gravitations and everything, you are able to work with the energies only within your mind from within, because the mind set up the standard for twin flame now within you. And now you understand this energy, it doesn't really have to walk within you and come out of you. That energy you just getting, you process directly through, and you are better. Okay, we're talking about Jedi philosophies in here and practices from the movie, but I know that some of you understand exactly what I'm talking about because you don't stress your bodies anymore. To it, some of you laughing about it because they were doing it because they couldn't handle these vibrations, and they are like, well, how about with my mind? I can control the gravitations and the energy, and I'll be better. And they succeed, and they're like, man, that's I was right on the dot. Don't know who you are, but you're here in the chat room. Don't know who you are, but yes. But this is a very high quality of questions because now we're using this newly mind from within us together with the soul and the spirit to do more different things because our body is not. However, if we change our DNA, we will able to vibrations this and create this vibration fields for it. Our mind's gonna use the grids they were building right now. The grid within the twin flames, because of very imbalance, is so distorted like no tomorrow. That's what we are building, the grid of the truth now. So the grid of the truth to fix things. That's what I got for it. We'll see how it's going to turn out. So far, it's been okay with the test run that we did. Some of you who are in the news cycle and dealing with the truth, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about for it. So, I have been activated through a guy. He's all good friend, but I don't think he's my TF. Weird. And Alpha Quinn, you can be activated to someone. That doesn't mean they have to be your twin flame. Okay. But the activations is what you do after the activations for it. Okay. Because you might think your twin flame is somebody else. Are they possess the quality as a twin flame? That's a whole another story for it. Because I see some people think who is their twin flame because they have to, let's say, for example, physical requirements for a twin flame. They meet that physical requirements and they got awakened. And later on, when they're looking into the soul, guess what happens? There's nobody home. They're like, I don't accept the twin flames. I don't know what this twin flames, this soul love you're talking about. And you're like, what? Well, you are the one who wake me up. And it's like, no, you wake up yourself up because you set the physical requirements for someone. And now, I don't know. I don't have this soul love. I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't. And you are looking like a chicken with a head cut off. Wondering what happens to you. That's what actually happened. You actually determined someone to wake you up on a certain level thinking about that, but you didn't use the proper wish upon the stars. And now you're awakened within the journey, and you're longing for a person who actually you thought it was. If you're walking with divine, the divine is going to send you the proper person. And Lisa, I believe, she talked about that, about the, she knew about my explanations about the replacement and the catalyst for, because some of the people don't look deep. That is the problem. Some of the people look for a 5 minute video for twin flames. They're looking for a 5 minute quick answers. Some people don't go and dive deep. But you need to understand that I learned a long time ago, if you're learning a speech of someone that you actually asking the information, watch the video through the whole through, because there could be a one word in there, one key word that's going to solve you the whole problem that you need to hear for it. But a lot of the people for it, guess what? They're looking for the 5-10 minutes video because everyone wants hurry up and wants to do things faster. There is no time. There is only the time that is your physical time for it. Is your body is gonna be lasting longer for you doing your thing. That is the only problem I see for it. That you have to fulfill it within this lifetime that's been given to you. For that's what he passed away for it. Mm. Gold Ray Twin Flames, I call him the Colonel for it. He spoke about this. Take care of your body because you have to know your missions for it. For so yeah. He could be a different type of soulmate, ascension partner, as Lindy County explained. Check reviews. Exactly. Yes, Lindy Cowling. She helped me the first time when it should be. I think so. That was like I got awakened as a twin flame 2 years after her or something like that. We're very close. Something. She just began to make the video about twin flame and marriages with others, or was something like that. For that, she explained why you get ignite within the marriage when you're married. Something was for. That was the one of the first kind of like a more pro videos that she made within the red chair. And I still have the picture that she's explaining everything is upside down now. Still stuck in me, all right? Very good point, Diana. Is true twin flames are created from the same soul? Lisa, we are all created from one big collective soul. So if you look at it on that picture, we are all twin flames. We are all one. And a lot of the people have an issue understanding, comprehend this. From soul has its vibrations, soul has its own things. When God walks into two people, he puts the same vibrations within soul and tells them, here you go. You guys a twin flames. That's that part. A lot of the people are missing for it. You don't obey God though, God says like I'm walking out of that soul. And that's how it goes for it. Gio, do you mind asking me how long you are on twin flame journey? Oh crap. Oh. Stop counting the years, you know. Shoot. Uh, man, think now it's 2022. Uh, who knows? Maybe 10, 12 years. I don't know. It's somewhere out there. I don't count the years anymore. Oh wow, Carlosi, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the exchange, by the way. Appreciate it. If there's anything you want me to do, I'll do it. Um, I miss the old me sometimes. So thank you for your time sharing your wisdom daily. Yeah, I understood that the wisdom within Twin Flames, I recognize it, by the way, pretty quick. I think that after the awakening, it passed like maybe 3 months. I won't remember. After the dark night of the soul, I was out of work that night, and I went back at work, and the next day, the girl that wake me up, she was pregnant, but she wasn't at work for it. And I remember the guy that was there, uh, the supervisor on the floor. He was like, "What happened to you yesterday?" I'm like, "Don't even ask. I don't know, but I'm different." He didn't look me in the eyes. He was just looking up. He's like, "Whatever happened to you? You light up like I don't know how you light up for it. Man, what has this girl did to you? Look at you." And he turned to me. He's like, "These twin flames, you are gonna be famous with this. Now go fix the machines because I need to start these machines." And I don't remember. I gotta look at my work history exactly to get the things, but I understood back then that have to share this is important. It wasn't only important to me; it was important to the divine. It was important to God to get this, shine the light on this. I knew there was so much darkness in the world, then this needed to be shined up. There was the pure love in there. That's what I knew. And a couple months later, I begin to uh, go in a secret forums for about twin flames. I begin to, like every one of you, don't say the truth. Hide yourself that you are a twin flame. I begin to ask myself some questions. I begin to go through all the BS and stuff for it. And there was a point of me that I said one thing, the most beautiful thing I said: "Deal, screw that cramp now. You are a twin flame. You're not worry about that this girl, she pays attention to you or not. You have to go out there and be there for the others. So this pain that you have in you is not going to happen." I went into the Facebook and I wrote everything. I say, "Dear friends and family, sorry I have to do this, but I have to do it. I am in love with a woman that she's pregnant from her husband. I love her so. There's nothing else that I can do. And I can't change that I am a twin flame." And I did that and I explained everything in there. And ever since I was out in the open, I began to write heavily write, but didn't know grammar until Marla Kelly don't say it. Dio, go make videos. So here I am doing the videos. And now I understand the value of the daily chants and the daily talks with the videos because people need daily things. I do the astrology, which just helps me with the income. I want to say thank you for all the clients, by the way, because that way I'm able to do what I do for it. I want to say thank you for your super chats as well for it. But guess what? We work and doing the work for the divine, and we help each other, which is help us to have this energies exchanges between us. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful love. It's unconditional love, and so on for it. So yes. Good point, Carl. I'm too old, but I never want to go through the initial stage. A lot of the people don't want to go again into the initiation again through Zayt Fire and Flame, but every new cycle brings a new initiation, Diana. So you need to know this for it. I have been on a journey from August 2019. Oh, okay. 2019. So that's about 3 years ago. Oh, wow. Alpha. Glad to have you here, by the way, for 3 years. So that's a lot. Linda, me, 1996, Catalyst, 2019, Real Twin. Yeah. Nice. Carlos, Juliana, I don't think we could go back even if you would try it. Thanks for the heart's purity. It's a choice to do the right thing. Exactly, it's a choice. God give you the choice for it. God give you the choice. Josh, Catalyst 2018 and then 2020 beyond the fast track sense. Nice one, Josh. Twins love. I appreciate sharing our experience. Thank you, Carl. Chatroom, Dio, of course. Yeah, thank you for all of you. We're all here. We all got a thanks to each other, and thank to yourself as well. Okay. Thank you, Dio, for keeping us sane. For it, actually, prior to the TF journey, my goal was not to reincarnate at all. Don't know now. You need to understand that there's a point of time that I feel like I don't want to reincarnate either here. I don't know. Some people have some challenges because I sense some of the other planets how they are in this different state. Okay, we're talking about like there is no all this BS crap. Everything is truth and everything is okay. And I compare that energy to up here is like, can you guys bring me back over there? I'm ready to go. Even if you guys abduct me, just take me, get me out of here for it. But yeah, we all have to fulfill our duty. There is a reason why we picked up this place. I was gonna say another word, but okay, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. So yeah, but things they're not pretty good right now here. They're not, but we gotta make them good. And yeah, we have soul contracts here to do it. Diana, I'm glad of a lot out of you. Well, come on, yeah, well, come on. It's like things are, most of the time I have issues with being serious, but I have my funny side too. Sometimes I can make jokes, but I have one thing in me when it comes to soul matters, and when it comes to universe matters, and when it comes to help and so on. I'm just deadly serious. And that seriousness for it, even as a professional, as a technician, I know some of the people, they're like, Dio, you don't cut crap. I'm like, no. When you're a professional, you don't cut crap. No. And, but that's what the way it should be. You got to be a professional with your relationships. You got to be a professional with your twin flame journey. You got to be a professional with everything. Maybe someone find it so hard. It's not hard. Or you got to be based out of your truth. There is time for laugh. You guys, there is a time, that I go on vacations or I go and I see things. There is times when I do workshops. If you guys been know about workshops. We also have fun in there. We go, we play music, we dance, we're laughing on it, and so on. So that comes to me that I don't know. I was thinking about idea maybe create a workshop here in this town, but I don't know how many of you could afford to come here for 3 days. Which is I'm planning to. I've always been doing a workshop Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so maybe like 5, 6 days total stay you can have here or so. But uh, yeah, for so for it, soul contribution. Yeah. Then you realize that this is our principal lifetime job. We need to be kind with ourselves and patience. Exactly, Alpha Quinn. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, we had a good time today. I like it. Uh, that reminds me about that. I was missing Ray Skywalker. I don't know, but there was the energy came in like that is the time when on the very first episode that was uh, the Gungan chief is like when they make the contracts to unite the Gungans and the Naboo, and he's like Misa like this, and that's how I was for it. So I like that too. All right, guys, let's thinking about what are we going to talk about tomorrow for it. Let's go with that. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but was beyond my control. So for it, Alpha Quinn, danke. Uh, danke. That was a Dutch or German. I don't know what was uh, what was the proper response to this. Willkommen, like you're welcome for it. Yeah, I'm kind of like open to quite a few languages myself for it. I guess I've been around the world, but I'm from Spain. Oh, buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Estoy hablando español? Me solo muchos comprenden, solo poco hablando español. Estoy hablando español, mucho gusto. Ah, hablas muy bien. Yeah. Sometimes when I talk Spanish, I can get better and better, but don't practice it much. I practice it more at work, which is I was involved with a lot of Latinos in there, and I begin to understand it more. I love the songs. There's a lot of songs about love, el amor, and I love them for it. The lady that she ignited my soul, she was from San Salvador, so I got this little Spanish things and I goes on a Latino for it. And I did my first workshop was totally free. I didn't charge anything over there at that workshop. I traveled to Chicago through Argentina. That was a little torture, 15 hours flight for it. Mm. But I did 2 workshops in there. I paid for everything just to honor that soul connection for it. And I did that on my own. That was for me to give back to the universe for it. I would love to visit Latino America. See, Latino America is good. Depends where I go for it. Some of the countries in Central America for it. We're not talking about Latino America down a little bit, talking about Central America. Is also a Latino in there. For it, I would stay away from it. For but down, wherever you want to go, wherever country you want to go, I will really, suggest you to go to Argentina. Uh, Cordoba, Rosario, Buenos Aires. So what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? Natalia Bravo. Misiones Argentina, sí. Very funny part was that when I was in Argentina, I began to mix both Spanish and English now. Um, I went later on to Bilbao, Spain. And in Bilbao, Spain, I look at the history. I went and I did 2 workshops in Argentina. That was a Rosario and Buenos Aires. And I look at the Bilbao because in Bilbao is the largest population of O negative blood types. And I'm looking at there, and it says there, Bilbao is a sister city of Rosario and Buenos Aires in Argentina. I'm like, okay, it's got a connections in there for it. So my friend who activated me is from Argentina. Oh, there you go. Maybe I should go back to Argentina. I love that country. All right, guys. So what are we going to talk about tomorrow? Any ideas? Any suggestions? All right, let me look at the stars for tomorrow. $24. Well, the moon is still going to be in Capricorn tomorrow, so it's going to be on the same energy as actions. So if you guys want to talk about anything related with actions on Earth, or bringing the heavens on Earth, or bringing it to this being a pro to yourself, or something within the psychology wise, we can talk for it. Something that has to be done with actions. For let me see, because or that was 9 o'clock. I gotta watch it here. Tuesday 9 p.m. Okay. All right. So I'm good. I'm saved. I thought that I had a reading at 6 p.m., but it's actually at 9. All right. Well, since no one wants to discuss it, what are we going to discuss in it tomorrow? I guess tomorrow morning when I wake up, we'll figure out what we are going to talk about it, and maybe I'll pick it up something from within you. What is your Facebook link, Alpha Quinn? The Facebook, it is over at the banner of my YouTube channel. There is two buttons in there. One is Facebook, one is PayPal. You click on the Facebook and you'll find me right there. You'll find me there. So, all right, Carl, Lucy, I want to say thank you for your energies exchange, and if you need help, find me on the Facebook. All right, guys. So let's share the love here. And thank you for the energy, thank you for the peace, thank you for keeping up for it. And I want to say thank you and appreciate that. That's how we have a good chat sessions in here. This is how we getting everything done. And I want to say thank you for all of you participate in the chat, and thank you for all. KB, hi and goodbye, because you're closing the session for it. And yeah. All right, guys, just be love.